This is a show you need to watch, and I'm not lying at all when I say you need to watch. If you're like me and you watch a lot of Netflix, and I mean like a lot of Netflix, chances are you've probably gotten to the point where you finish a show and you say, what do I watch next? Because I binge watch shows terribly. We're gonna get into some top 5 TV shows because you guys probably want to know some things to watch on okay. Top 5 shows to watch on Netflix. Now, I'm not saying these are like my absolute favorite diehard top 5 shows because trust me, I watch Netflix so much. There's a variety of shows from like this to this and everything in between it, and I have 5. Well, I have 10. I'm doing like 2 videos of this and then probably like another 2 videos of like movies. If you guys like this, then I'll keep doing them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 5 Netflix TV shows that you guys need to watch ASAP. You get what I mean. Friends is honestly like such a classic show. If you have not watched Friends, you need to watch Friends. I've watched Friends for years. Like, I mean, I have watched Friends for years, at least 8 to 9 years, maybe 10 years that I've been watching Friends. I actually own like the disc set before it came on Netflix because that's how much I actually loved Friends. And the thing is Friends is 6 people: Phoebe, Rachel, Chandler, Monica, Ross, Chandler, Joey. In my mind, I was trying to do all the girls first and then the guys, but I just kept seeing faces. Friends. It's literally like 6 friends who live in the same apartment complex. The girls live in one, the guys live in another. They're right across the hall from each other, and they go down to the cafe and have coffee. And basically, it's literally like a group of friends doing things all the time. So much drama. There's like love drama, hate drama, sibling drama, a bunch of drama, and it's always really, really funny. I love Friends, and I can't even tell you like anymore because you have to watch it. Like, Phoebe's crazy, Rachel's like spoiled but funny, Monica's just a neat freak, Joey is like one of those like guys that loves girls, Chandler is just funny, and Ross is Ross. If you guys know Friends, you guys kind of get what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about and you haven't watched Friends, you need to go watch it. 2, Riverdale. Now, this isn't gonna be for everyone. Riverdale took me so long to get into. I think it took me about 4 episodes to get into. And Riverdale is literally like a group of high school. It's like a town, but it's focused on like high schoolers. Basically, it's based on the town, but it's almost like you have a good side of town and a bad side of town, but really like even the bad side of town is good, but the good side of town is bad. And then there's like this one really bad guy that goes around like torturing people. Bad side of town gets tortured and the good side of town gets tortured, and like no one is innocent in there, and it's just like it's a mess, honestly. And then there's like one rich guy that's really trying to like take over the town, and everyone knows it, but no one can stop him. And there's like drama, and it's just, I really like Riverdale. And because like there's another season coming out, I don't want to say too much about it, and I know a lot of people are still like watching it, so I can't say like too much. How do I explain it? It's not a group of high schoolers, but if you're good with like high school shows, not high school shows, not teens, but it is kind of like focused on teens. But I don't know, if you want to watch Riverdale, go and watch it. It's a really good series. I'm telling you, it takes a while to get into, but then you're really going to enjoy it, and you're literally going to sit there at the end of each one and go, but what happens next? You can't leave me like this. What happens next? You're sitting here all week like, oh my god, and then Netflix does this thing where it's like, oh, but you can't watch the next video for 2 weeks. What? So then you watch the next episode. It's like, oh, next month you'll have the next one. What? And then after that, it'll go like regular, and then it'll be like season finale of Riverdale. You're gonna be sitting there like, but when's the next season coming out? So Riverdale really catches my attention in case you haven't caught that yet. Number 3, this one was an iffy show for me. Like, I know I'm saying top 5, but these are just like 5 shows that you could check out that you may like. This one's 100% hotter. And the reason why I put this one in here is because it's like a fashion show, and I believe they're all Britain or British. They're all British. Okay, they're all like British, and what happens is that person will nominate themselves or they will nominate someone to get like a full makeover, hair, makeup, and clothing. And you have one guy and two girls, and they just like make over that person basically. It's a good show. It's not bad. It's not like the best show, but it was really cool and different to see different people's styles, and it was cool to see if they would actually continue dressing how they did coming into the makeover, or if they would actually like keep the makeover after the makeover, if that makes any sense. If you look like this, I'm not saying anything at all, I'm just throwing an example out. So let's say you have a blue mohawk and you come in wearing like just a sports bra, leather pants with stiletto heels, and then you have ghost makeup on your face. They're gonna do a little bit of a makeover on you, and then it's like you're changed basically. What they do is they get the public to rate their look before and after, and I think that's pretty cool as well. And it's also like you see like the person at the beginning, and then you see the person after transformed, and it's like, oh wow. So I don't know, it was just a show that I actually enjoyed watching. It's not something that it would be like you need to watch 100% Hotter. It's kind of just like a late night thing where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna watch it. Next is Switched at Birth. I watched this long time ago, and if you have not watched it, watch it, because it is a really good TV show, and I've actually learned so much through that TV show, and it grabbed my attention, and it still sticks with me to this day. And I've actually thought about watching it over again because it is so just real, and it's like these two girls that were switched at birth, and I don't want to say too much in case you haven't watched it, but the parents didn't know. One of the daughters actually found out she was switched at birth, and then they had to like live together, and one is deaf. It's really touching because you learn a lot about deaf people. One was also really artsy, and you could kind of get like that true like learning, but you also get that like thrill of like a rebel teenager in there as well. And you just learn a lot of life lessons. Like you learn a lot of life lessons. So if you have not watched Switched at Birth, I would definitely say to watch it. The last one is Skin Wars. This is a show you need to watch, and I'm not lying at all when I say you need to watch Skin Wars. I think this show hasn't even like been out there or like hasn't been talked about enough. Seriously, you need to watch Skin Wars. If there's one thing that I would say you do need to watch is this show. I was sitting there one day and I was like, what is Skin Wars? And then it was body painting, and here I was saying, okay, I'm not against body painting, but I don't know if that would be like a really good, catchy, entertaining video. Can you tell me, YouTuber? TV show. So I sat there and I watched one episode, just one. And I waited the whole day until Owen came so I could sit and watch the rest with him. We finished one season in 3 days. I think there's 3 seasons. We finished the whole thing in like a week and a half. Like it took us no time. We literally kept watching episode after episode, and we'd be mad at each other if someone would start it without the other, because that's how good it was. Honestly, it'd be like an elimination challenge almost, and it was body painting, and just the things that the painters would come up with, they were so creative. And I follow them on Instagram and on Twitter to this day because I still love their art, and you would just really get to know the people. And there were so many cool challenges, like they'd have to make like a crab, or they'd make like an elephant, or they'd make like an iguana out of like different people and then paint them like that. It was so cool. You get to the point where you start to pick your favorite people and the people you hate, and when they go through elimination and that person wasn't eliminated, you'd be like, no, you're not leaving. That one has to. That one has to go. They didn't have the best art. They didn't do the best painting. No. And then you'd sit there and be like, no, they're not going home. They're supposed to be in the finale. Why is this person staying? I have 2 names that I would say that I wanted gone immediately, and it was so maddening every time when I'd watch it and they wouldn't leave, and I hated that so much. And I want to say if that show would ever come back on, I would so watch it again. So if you guys really want something cool, fun, funny and just like a competition show to watch, you need to watch Skin Wars. Seriously. For example, like their theme may be like you have to paint like a safari out of this person. So you guys, if you want part 2 of this, make sure to comment down below part 2. I will give you guys 5 other TV shows, not TV shows, but Netflix shows that you guys should watch, and I'll also start doing the movies that I've watched. And if you ever want to see Netflix TV shows or movies that I think are a miss, I can certainly do that for you guys as well. Or if you want me to go in depth on a specific TV show or movie or anything like that, let me know in the comments down below. I had so much fun making this, and now I want to go watch another TV show. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
No one told you life was gonna be this way.